Today I'm going to share with you how you can forget anybody in 90 days. Basically like they've been hit by a car and you wouldn't even flinch. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, right, big reps. Oh yeah, 10 kilos.
Today I wanted to do a video on how you can get over someone that you really love in 90 days. And this is a video that's actually really for my friends who are going through really difficult breakups, a lot of which are splitting up with, say, partners that they've been with for years, who might be a best friend, really someone that they just call and kind of just so used to having in their life. They might be the person you call every time something funny happens, or every time something sad happens, or when you have, wins and losses. And so breaking up with someone like that is particularly hard, or being broken up with by someone like that. But if you've made the decision to break up with someone, there's usually some really good reasons. And if they've decided to break up with you, then that's enough of a reason, because they no longer want you. I've been through it myself, and it's flawless. I mean, I didn't run into my friends' rooms at midnight telling them to stop me from calling my ex. That never happened. It works really well if you follow it to a T, and it's very challenging to follow it to a T, but I have succeeded in doing so once, and it has been very effective. So here we go. Step number 1. Thou must not contact, see, hear, smell anything related to them. And this is going to take a lot of work, so you may need some support. You may need to sit down your friends and say to them, look, I'm trying to get over this person. I need you, particularly if they have, mutual friends, to not speak, reflect their image. Nothing related to them must ever appear, and I need your help to make this happen. And so that includes, the friends that are like, yeah, I saw your ex with XYZ. Nah. You need to make it blatantly clear that you are not to see, hear, no inklings, anything to do with them for 90 days. Step 2. You have to apply this to yourself. So you have to make sure that you do not go out seeking any information. No, I need to just know if, I wonder what they're doing now. No social media stalking. No, just picking up no points of contact. You have to commit to literally cutting yourself off and shielding yourself from potential encounters. If they like going to specific places that you love, great, you can still go there in 90 days time. So just avoid them. Step 3, allow yourself to grieve and be really sad about everything and kind of think about everything for a while. Particularly if you were together for a really long time, you may need quite a while to do that. So allow yourself to be really sad, allow yourself to, listen to the songs you used to like together. And that, for example, is a really big one for me. So say places you used to go together, or things that you used to listen to together. I make it a thing to revisit those places and listen to that stuff and feel sad about it, and then reclaim it as mine and make my own new memories without them. So say there's a song that you absolutely love and you guys used to listen to it when you went on road trips. Cute. Go on a new road trip with your mates and play that song. It's your song. Reclaim that. Don't let it get lost because it's associated with that person. So reclaim your stuff. Step 3. Re-envision your future without them. So usually if you're in a relationship with someone for a long time, or, dating them for a long time, it's usually the case because you have a joint vision together. So you see something in the future that you can go towards together. So it might be that you're both working on businesses and you can both see each other, thriving and eventually, having your own businesses that are really successful and being able to travel the world together. Or it could be that you guys would like to learn a language and go to France or something. Then you need to realign your future and reimagine your next few years or whatever it is, your lifetime, without them in a positive way that's still enticing, maybe with room for another person, or maybe just by yourself. So realign your future, imagine it, and imagine it without them. Because a lot of the time I find when people want to go back to someone, it's because they're clinging to all the things that they haven't done with that person that they thought would still be awesome. Don't do that. Okay, number 4. The next thing that I highly recommend that is super effective is for you to write down a list of things that you absolutely detest about them. And this should be petty. This should be, I hated it every time they didn't empty the dishwasher. I hated the smell of their socks. I hated when they lied to me and gaslighted me. That's a pretty intense one. But it should include those. But it should also include literally, I hate that they kept shedding their hair like a dog, is probably what my ex would have said. So yes, that is one of the things that you should write down, just everything you hate about them. Step 5, save that list somewhere very accessible. And that list should also include not just things that you didn't like about them and key reasons why you broke up. Even if they broke up with you, the fact that they broke up with you and didn't want to work through it after all this time, whatever. It should also include notes on how certain things made you feel. So in the worst moments, how certain things made you feel. And maybe notes about where you were when you felt that way, kind of sensory things. So the environment you were in, what it looked like, what it smelled like, things that really teleport you back to those moments. And I want you to put it somewhere handy so that every time you get that pang, that little, ooh, maybe I'm making a mistake, you scan through that list, you have this visual list that you can read through. And if you get to the bottom of that and you're still thinking, ooh, then what's wrong with you? No, it's really helpful, trust me, just do it. Then lastly, what I really recommend is deleting their number or getting your best mate to change the number to their number after they've deleted it for you because you are clinging on to it. That way, if you ever do decide that you will make that midnight call, your best friend will get a really annoying late night call. Anyway, being kind of jokesy about it, but I'm absolutely serious. If you do the no contact thing, no stalking, no running into them, avoiding things to do with them for 90 days, I cannot guarantee that you will not flinch if they get hit by a car, but I do really, really believe and have found that it does get you to a place where when you hear their name, you no longer think, oh my god, how am I gonna live? You get to a place where the highlight reel is no longer playing, they're just another person. And whilst you do have all those memories with them and maybe you still love them and care about them, you're not absolutely dying and wondering whether you're making the biggest mistake of your life, and you can be rational.